Hello everyone. It's James again. Before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope everyone is doing better than fantastic. Today, I want to talk about something very important. And that is, what does the narcissist and the magician have in common? You see, this is a very important question, because it will tell you why the world of narcissism has been hidden for so long. And even now, with all of us talking about it on YouTube, you rarely hear about those in the mainstream talk about it in its truest form. Yes. They might say, this person is acting like a narcissist. Or that person is acting like a narcissist. But this only scratches the surface, so to speak. And only somewhat addresses the type of narcissism that the masses have become somewhat familiar with. Such as the man or woman that is obsessed with their looks, outwardly arrogant and rude behavior, and things like this. Not addressing the fact that many, if not most, narcissists hide in the shadows. They create the appearance of the sweet old woman or man that lives next door, or the concerned parent that is always donating their time to help others. Which helping others is a great thing. But a narcissist will do this as a smokescreen so they can have others see this. So that when they are doing their horrible narcissistic behavior to their selected target, they know. The chances are no one will never know what is going on. And they will likely get away with what they are doing to this person. And guess what? The more the masses talk about narcissism in a general non-specific sense, the more they enjoy this fact. Because it keeps what they do hidden in the dark. And this goes back to the question of, what do magicians and narcissists have in common? You see, the old-time magicians belonged to a society of other magicians that trusted each other with the illusion on how they did their tricks. And it was strictly forbidden to tell others what and how things were done. And the reason was this was their living. And I'm sure the surprise and the cheer from the crowd felt nice to them as well. But this was who and what they were. And by telling their tricks to others, this might hurt their chances to earn a living. Now, about 10 years ago or so, you started to see these masked people come out talking about the secrets of the magic business. Some might argue it didn't hurt the magic business. Some might say it did. With that being said, regardless, the magician's job is to get you to look at something else while they do their trick, and make you think something happened that didn't happen at all. And that's how they are alike with the narcissist. And this doesn't mean someone out there doing a card trick is a narcissist. No. But what I'm saying is the sleight of hand is the same. You see, the narcissist, just like the magician, has setups to their tricks. You don't just run straight to the trick. There are things they do before the trick that might be, for instance, someone dancing across the stage while the magician is waving their hands around. I think you get the point. But in these moments, things are happening that you don't see because you are distracted with the hand waving and the person dancing on the stage. And that is meant to distract you of the magician actually putting the trick in place. So when you see the trick, it actually looks like what it's supposed to look like. A trick. And narcissists' entire personalities and personas are a trick. It's an illusion. And they use setups to make you think they are shy, kind, sweet, caring, empathetic and helpful. And when you start to see someone as being this way, you start to drop your guard. Much like when the music is flowing at the magic show and this person is dancing across the stage with a puff of smoke here and a puff of smoke there, and the magician is waving their hands. You drop your guard and you stop being observant to what is happening. And this is what the narcissist banks on. Now again, I'm not calling someone out there pulling a rabbit out of a hat a narcissist. What I'm saying is narcissists use the same methods as a magician to get you to believe what they want you to believe. And this is a big problem. Because narcissists can do this on a big scale, and a great many people would never ever know they were being manipulated and led along nothing more than a magic trick. Or in this case a lie of some sorts. As discussed, narcissists are in all walks and forms of life. And at all levels. From the old grandmother or grandfather type that lives next door to you, to those that have the highest positions in our society, to the person you fell in love with, and that you think and believes loves you back. But they really don't. To someone that is responsible for protecting us in public, or to those that have taken on the job as teacher. Yes. There are good people in such roles as well. No matter if you are talking about the elderly person that lives next door, to the person you are dating, or someone that holds a high rank in our society. But the main problem here is the narcissist. You see, if those in the mainstream start to talk like this about narcissism, the narcissism magic trick will get exposed. And they don't want that. You see, before the web and all of us talking about this problem of narcissism, narcissists, the smarter covered ones, went undetected and ruined entire families they belonged to, co-workers, professions, and countless other scenarios, largely without much of anyone saying anything. Sure. There are people that can see what is going on. But they know talking about it is like going against the grain. So they keep to themselves. And just move on with their lives. Much like in society. It might be hard to hear about people that look and act normal, but inside they have no empathy or care for others. And sadly, these people fake to be nice to get close enough to others to do bad things to them. So they can get a happy, or what they deem to be a happy, feeling from their toxic behavior. And talking about this and how it works is much like telling someone that believed for years that the hat trick they just watched was done with sleight of hand and manipulation. It can be frustrating and disappointing for some. That's why when these types of specific topics are spoke about, the reaction sometimes isn't positive, because they may feel like you are spoiling their view of people and the world, and in a sense the magic trick they want to believe is real. And also, who are you and who am I? If they are to hear that type of information, they want to hear it from their favorite recognizable television personality. But that has yet to happen. At least it hasn't happened in the sense of what you and I know narcissism to be. Because you see, narcissists are having a bit of a difficult time these days. Because of what we and others are talking about here. More and more people are waking up to the sleight of hand trick. Yes. They are able to still snag and isolate a target. But it's not as easy, I think, as it once was. Or I think. And this is just my humble guess. But I think that some narcissists are noticing, even if they get past the love bombing stage. When they let their mask slip and they create a bad situation, let's say out of the blue for no reason. And then 5 minutes later they want to make up. Narcissists, I think, are noticing that these targets aren't sticking around at the same rate they once did. Yes. Some are sticking around and even getting married to these narcissists. Which is another topic for another video. But I think their rate of success is starting to drop. And it's because when a narcissist does this behavior, where they love bomb and then they let their mask slip, the target is more likely, in my opinion, to Google what just happened to them. We live in the generation where we Google or YouTube just about everything and every question we have. And I think when they do, they are finding not just myself but a long list of other content producers on this subject. And as a result they are able to walk away. And the reason why is we are here talking about how the narcissist's magic tricks are done. And it frustrates them. But they do feel much better when they on television or in the mainstream still talk about narcissism in a general and superficial way. Because it lets them know. Some people know their business. But not everyone. Because I tell you what. Once you know how the magic is done. When you go to the magic show, You no longer watch the magic show in the sense of the show. You are looking for the things they are doing to make the trick happen. And in life, once you know how the narcissist does their tricks and toxic behavior to people, you watch people in all areas of life. And you don't just take things at face value. You start to be able to see the trick. You start to be able to see the sleight of hand that is being done. And the person next to you, their reaction is as if someone just watched a real hat float. But you see the clear string attached to the hat. The problem here is a magician floats a hat with some string to make you entertained. The narcissist gets you to believe they love you and care about your best interests so they can one day ruin your life. This is why talking about this is key. I've mentioned before that I would like to grow this channel. And the main reason is to get more people to understand what narcissists are all about. So they can slow things down and not get sucked in. And so they can make better informed choices in all areas of their life, where they might see narcissists causing them problems. And I think that's why other YouTubers do it too. They want to spread the word. Hey, this is how they do their trick. Because they don't want anyone to have to go through the pain and misery they went through. All because they believed the smoke, the mirrors, and the sleight of hand. For me it's a bit frustrating, as I would like to reach more people. But here's what I believe. I believe in not stopping. Because opportunities will come. Things change, and with these things at times there are great opportunities. Right now we are over 40,000 subscribers. Anything can happen and we could be at 200,000. Helping more people and sharing our stories. Stories to people that can learn the trick and the sleight of hand the narcissist likes to play. So they can walk away. And so they can be all the things they wanted to become. And not waste it being narcissistic supply for the narcissist. We all want love in our life. Finding someone to care for and someone that cares for us is normal. But in this day and age, there is a lot of sleight of hand going on. And it's time we wake up and see the setup. And the tricks that are being played by all narcissists out there. So we can say no more. And walk away from them. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and be a part of this channel's growth. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.